Hi beautiful, welcome back to another video. I'm going to start by pushing the cuticle back. You know, we do this to expose new growth and also create a bigger canvas for us to be able to apply our nails and create some awesome nail art. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Pana sanding band. It's a 180 grit sanding band, and I'm going to remove any oils and any dead skin that might be attached to the natural nail. You want to make sure you get up really close into the cuticle and make sure you're getting any little thing that could get in the way of you applying your acrylic. Okay, you want that acrylic to stick from side to side, top to bottom on that nail bed. Okay. All right, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to apply my nail tips. I want to thank you guys for clicking on this video. You could have been anywhere else doing anything else and watching anyone else, and you chose to be here. So I'm going to be doing both hands in this video. There were some clips where, you know how you're doing your dominant hand and you kind of get distracted because you're trying to do the best that you can, and it's sometimes, well, some of you that record, you know that your hand starts slipping closer and closer to you because you're trying to see every detail. Sometimes my hand goes out of frame, so that it's not an inconvenience to you, I tried to cut some of them out. It's not a lot, it's very little. Just wanted to point that out, okay? I'm gonna finish prep and then I'll come back. See that I'm dusting off some of the nail dust, and then I go in with my tips. I'm making sure that they fit sidewall to sidewall. When they are a little bit too small, which happens in my case a lot, I go up with a bigger size. So you want to take your nail glue and apply it to your natural nail or to your tip, or both, if you know, whatever works best for you. But in my case, I am allergic to nail glue, so as you can see, I'm using base coat to cure the tips onto my nails, and then when I'm done with all 10 nails, I'm going to cut to my desired length. Now I'm going in with a fine ceramic bit and I'm blending the tip to the natural nail. You want to make sure you stay on the tip and you do not dig into your natural nail so you don't damage it, okay? So make sure you're blending everything. My suggestion would be go in and shape and file the tips before you do this part. Because I had I think it was my middle finger, my middle nail tip came off a little bit. And it just makes the tip a little bit weaker because you're thinning it out up at the top where you have the glue or where you have the base gel. So file and shape before and then blend your tip if you don't want it to come off. But I mean, it worked out. It was just one nail. I put on a little bit more base and then cured it, and then it was good to go. So yeah, you won't have to worry about that, because I feel like nail glue is so strong that your tip isn't going to go anywhere. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go in and put my acrylic brush in the monomer, make sure all the bubbles are out, and I saturate it really well. And then I'm going to go in with dehydrator and bonder. And I go in with dehydrator 2 times. I want to make sure I dehydrate the heck out of my nails, okay? You want to make sure all of the moisture is eliminated, because you want that acrylic to stick. Okay, so when you go in with your binder, the binder is going to stick really well, and then your acrylic is going to the bonder is going to stick really well, and then the acrylic is going to stick to the bonder really well. You know, it's like a little chain action there. Once I'm done with all that, I'm going to go in with clear acrylic. I'm going to do a thin layer. I was inspired by, it was a channel, I think it was Japanese, I don't remember, but it came up in my feed. It was an Aurora design, and it's basically the northern lights. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna put my little twist and my take on the northern lights and do a set, because I needed to do a set anyways. Okay, so I go in with the clear, and you guys know I always say this, to angle your finger down so you can avoid flooding the cuticle. So as long as your finger is angled slightly downward, that acrylic is going to roll down. Gravity is going to help. Gravity is your best friend. So when you go up into the cuticle, you want to place it as close as possible, but not at the cuticle, okay? And then you're going to push it back and work it and basically shape the cuticle so that it curves around that area. And then, yeah, and so you're just going to continue to apply beads. You don't need to do a 3-ball method. The 3-ball method is exactly that. It's a method. It's just a guide. You do the 3-ball methods, and if you need more beads, then you put on more beads, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to apply my clear layer, and then I'm going to come back. right, so I set everything aside just because I'm going to go back to it, but I'm going in with these 4 gel polishes. These are the names. You can check them out. If you guys are interested in any of the products I'm using, I'm going to leave everything down in the description box for you, and I also have some coupon codes, so if you can benefit from those, make sure you check those out too. I'm just going to go in randomly and place the colors. These are perfect for this design because they kind of do have a little bit of iridescent, clear, sky looking feeling. I don't know if I described that right, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to go in with all 4 colors and place them randomly on all 10 nails, and then I'm going to come back. After I applied the gel polish, I cured for 1 minute, and now I'm going in with some foil glue, and I'm going to place that randomly. You don't want it to look perfect, so I'm going to place it where I see fit, and I'm going to do that on all 10 nails, and then I'm going to cure again, and then I'll come back. All right, after I've cured, which you do need to cure with this foil glue, it is a gel, I'm going in with these films or this foil set. I'm going to pick 2 of them, and the 2 I chose was on purpose because I want one that's very sheer but gives the effect of shine and it being iridescent. So I'm going to go in on all 10 nails and apply this one. It's very important to do layers in this design because it needs to have a little bit of depth, and I'll explain more later, but I'm going to go in on all 10 nails and then I'll come back. Alright, so once I've applied that foil, I'm going to go in and randomly place this glue, and you want to try to hit spots that you didn't hit before so that it, like I said, it's random. It gives it a little bit more depth. It needs to be imperfect, and I'm using a more chrome look. As you can see, it has a little bit more of a mirrored effect. So those things put together, like the clear, the colors, the iridescent, and then the chrome look, all gives it these layers and dimension, okay? And then once I'm done doing all 10 nails with this, we're going to go in and cap everything with clear, and it's going to make it look kind of like it's floating, okay? So that's very important. Once I'm done with this, I will come back. Now I'm going to go in and just cap everything, and then I'm going to shape, and I use the fine ceramic bit again, and I seal the cuticle, shape my nails, and then I go in and perfect the shape with a file, and then I buff. Okay, so I just want you guys to be able to see how I file with my non-dominant hand. I reveal the design with some gel top coat, and then you will see the end results. And I also insert some pictures so that you can see what it looks like in pictures and in different lighting. All right, that is it. I won't talk anymore. I will let you watch because that's the most entertaining part of these videos, is watching. So I'm gonna let you go. If you guys are new, please subscribe. I would love to have you. If you're gonna try it out, let me know and leave a comment. Just say hello, whatever you want. Leave a comment, give me a like. It helps me out. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Sé que tú amas ese man, pero tu instinto quiere tocar otra piel. No es tu culpa, baby. No es que seas mala, sino que te ha ganado el placer. A las 12 me llamas, porque ella quiere placer. Mujer quiere fuego en su cama, porque no se lo da él. Mujer, no es un delito tenerte a mi lado, no es un delito estar obsesionado. Hay pecados que se merecen, que se repitan muchas veces. No importa la gana que tenemos, no es seguro. Salen porque salen, baby, es inoportuno. Por eso yo procuro que lo hagamos en lo oscuro, baby. No somos nada que ver, aún así quieres verme. Quieres verme, ya sé lo que tengo que hacer. Comer callado y perderme. A las 12 me llaman, porque ella quiere placer. Mujer quiere fuego en su cama, porque no se lo da él. Mujer, lo prohibido es más rico, baby. Tú haz lo que quieras, nena, que solo estas paredes verán lo que tú eres cuando actúas en la escena. Ven, pórtate bien, si tú quieres, baby, que me porte mal. Que de cero yo acelero hasta 100 y no freno hasta yo verte volar. No somos nada que ver, aún así quieres verme. Quieres verme, ya sé lo que tengo que hacer. Comer callado y perderme. A las 12 me llaman, porque ella quiere placer. Ella quiere placer, quiere fuego en su cama, porque no se lo da él. Mujer, sé que tú amas a ese man, pero tu instinto quiere tocar otra piel. No es tu culpa, baby. No es que seas mala, sino que te ha ganado el placer. A las 12 me llaman, porque ella quiere placer. Mujer quiere fuego en su cama, porque no se lo da él. No se lo da él, no se lo da él.
Carried all the weight on my shoulder, had me going never once I told you no. Told you no. Kept going like a marching soldier, play my part, boy, I had to hold you down. Hold it down. When the tidal waves come around and wipe off what we built, would you fight for love, or would you back down and let our hope drown? When the world is everything to break us up for good, would you hang around? When all we got right now, tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah.
Cuando esas caricias tocaban toda tu piel. Tell me how you feel about us. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, soñé que me querías, pero no es cierto. Solo lo haces pa' que yo esté contento. La chispa de la llama se apagó lento. Cambiamos mentiras por juramentos. Sabía todo de ella, pero ahora ya no lo sé. Siempre ha estado lado tan bella, pero has cambiado, mujer.
When the tidal waves come around and wipe off what we built, would you fight for love or would you back down and let our hope drown?
Siento que ya no te tengo, o al menos yo no tu amor. No.
Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah.
Cuando esas caricias tocaban toda tu piel. Tell me how you feel about us. Tell me how you feel about us.
Through the night and day, I keep on falling for you. I keep on falling for you. Through the night and day, I keep on falling for you. I keep on falling now. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah.
Cuando esas caricias tocaban toda tu piel. Tell me how you feel about us. Tell me how you feel about us.
Oh yeah, estoy esperando por algo que no va a suceder. Odio extrañarte más cuando estás tocando otra piel. Me acuerdo de ningún perdón, que el problema fui yo, por eso tú fuiste infiel. Que no saciaba cada uno de tus placeres, que no querías pero es que siempre me hieres. Y ahora entiendo que eso no es para mí, no es para mí, no me dio. Y yo llorando de tristeza, baby, me dolió. Que eso no era así, no era así, yeah. Soñé que me querías, pero me desperté. El sabor de tus labios y tus manos en mi piel. Soñé que me amabas, pero no era así. Entiendo que fue un sueño porque no era para mí. Vivir amando, amar sufriendo y sufrir callando. Ya estoy cansado, te juro que es mi último llanto. Ahora no voy a sufrir, yo merezco mucho más. Ya no lloro, me levanto. Pero para adelante porque lo de atrás sí me dolió. No me da pena escribir que fuiste un error. También fuiste mi mejor lección, de hecho. Hasta me hiciste un favor. Los ojos son malos para guardar secretos. Como me pide que te tenga respeto. Me ha fallado para no fallarte a ti. Y ahora me pide que lo hablemos discreto. Ya que lo pienso, no fue error conocerte. Error fue pensar que era diferente. Me ha fallado para no fallarte a ti. Y de errores ha sido suficiente. Pero me desperté. El sabor de tus labios y tus manos en mi piel. Soñé que me amabas, pero no era así. Entiendo que fue un sueño porque no era para mí. Duro me dio, y yo muriendo de tristeza, baby, me dolió. Que te metiera en mi cabeza y en mi corazón. Pero ya es hora que te vayas, que el ausente nunca falla. No, no. Soñé que me querías.